Picture this, right? The morning sun is just starting to peek over a massive Larson and Toubro construction site. You've got these colossal tower cranes stretching across the skyline, heavy machinery sitting there at the ready, and literally billion-dollar infrastructure projects just waiting to move forward. It's this beautifully cinematic scene of progress. But there's an eerie silence. Absolutely nothing is moving.
Okay, let's dive right into this. That silence, it's caused by exactly 45,000 missing workers. Yeah, 45,000. That's the staggering, frankly daunting number of vacant positions currently threatening L&T's massive infrastructure empire across India right now. We're talking about 45,000 empty hard hats holding back progress. It's a total executive nightmare.
Section 1. The L&T Talent Paradox. Jobs without people, people without jobs.
So we're basically looking at this bizarre economic split screen. On one side, you've got L&T on a desperate, massive corporate search. They're turning over literally every stone, hunting for those 45,000 workers and engineers to keep their national projects alive. But on the flip side, think about the reality in the hostels and placement cells of prestigious IITs and engineering colleges across the country. You've got thousands upon thousands of highly educated, anxious graduates just staring at their screens, right? Just waiting for an inbox notification for a job offer that never arrives. How in the world can both of these realities exist at the exact same time? I mean, India produces millions of degrees every single year, but those degrees just aren't translating into millions of hires.
Section 2. Unmasking the skills gap, the root of the disconnect.
Imagine stepping right off that dusty construction site and into the L&T boardroom to analyze this broken pipeline. Now, what's really interesting about this disconnect is that it comes down to a severe, almost total misalignment between what the industry demands and what students actually aspire to do. Think of this as your executive dashboard of the crisis. L&T desperately needs practical expertise in AI and digital tech applied to heavy industry. They need hardcore hands-on project execution. And crucially, they need people willing to actually pack up and go to remote locations where the physical infrastructure of the future is being built. But the graduates coming out of these colleges, well, they largely possess theoretical knowledge. They've read all the books, sure, but they haven't poured the concrete. And what are they looking for? Metro city jobs, working from their laptops in that trendy, fast-paced startup culture. It's just a complete night and day mismatch of expectations versus reality.
Section 3. A global business crisis. Escaping the HR silo.
And make no mistake, this isn't just some human resources complaint about recruitment being tough. No way. This is a massive existential threat to revenue. Every single vacant position at L&T represents delayed projects, rise in costs, dissatisfied clients, and lost revenue opportunities. It threatens not just one company's bottom line, but an entire nation's ambitious infrastructure dreams. And this brilliantly illustrates that L&T's crisis isn't happening in a vacuum. It's actually a microcosm of the defining economic battle of the modern world. Just look at the echoes worldwide. Germany is facing a crippling shortage of engineers. Japan is dealing with the massive economic fallout of a rapidly aging workforce. And America? They're in a desperate, highly competitive hunt for specialized AI talent. The battle for skilled talent is the exact same everywhere you look.
Section 4. Strategy for the CEO. The playbook for survival.
So how do we actually solve it? I want you to imagine for a second that you are the CEO of L&T. You're sitting at the head of that boardroom table, faced with this massive executive dilemma. Do you just keep aggressively hiring, pouring endless money into job boards and recruiters, hoping the market somehow magically corrects itself? Or do you take a bold step back and reinvent the pipeline entirely? Let's see how this builds into an actionable, 4-step strategy to bridge the gap. Step 1, university partnerships. We're talking about forging much deeper, highly functional ties with educational institutions so the curriculum actually matches reality. Step 2, skill academies. You have to create industry-ready training centers that bridge the gap between textbook theory and actual boots-on-the-ground site work. Step 3, AI workforce planning. You leverage artificial intelligence not just to build things, but to predict exactly what human skills will be needed and where. And finally, Step 4, employer branding. You need to build a brand narrative that inspires the next generation of engineers to actually want to build vital physical infrastructure. You have to make it just as appealing as building the next hit software app. Section 5, building a talent ecosystem, the ultimate MBA lesson. Executing those 4 steps requires a massive paradigm shift. Let's shift our cinematic focus from that dusty construction site right back to the pristine business school classroom. So the crucial point is this. The real challenge is not unemployment. It is employability. This linguistic twist, right here, that's your central intellectual takeaway for this explainer. We don't lack people looking for work. We lack people with the practical, hands-on ability to do the complex work that actually needs to be done.
Which entirely redefines our whole concept of human resources. Enter strategic HR. This is the transition from merely hiring people to creating comprehensive talent ecosystems. Ecosystems that perfectly connect skills, opportunity, and execution. Because the corporate winners of the future, they won't just be the ones with the most jobs posted online. And they won't be the graduates with the most degrees hanging on their walls. The winners will be the companies that engineer these self-sustaining talent ecosystems better than anyone else. They don't just find talent out in the wild, they build it.
And that leaves us with this final, high-stakes executive prompt. If you were the CEO of L&T, what would be your very first move today to solve this 45,000 employee talent crisis? How would you apply the strategy we just walked through to bridge that gap between education and employability? Think about it, because this isn't just a corporate case study. This is the very real challenge facing the builders of our future. Thank you for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this gave you a powerful new framework for looking at the modern workforce, and I'll catch you in the next one.